What's going on is Anton from antondaniels.com. I appreciate you guys for continuing to rock with me. Walking through the airport here at DTW. Again, one of my most favorite airports. And I'm about to head out west. All right, so some of you guys know, make sure you get your tickets. I will be in Atlanta, ladies and gentlemen, on November 2nd, prior to the Democratic election, the election of the United States of America, and I need to go and get these new iPhones. And I'll be in Detroit on December 14th, so we got some live shows. Make sure you put the code in there, and then we're going to get it popping. And, which way am I going? We're going to go that way. Put the code in there, code Anton. I'm going to pin that to the top of the chat. And then also on top of that, make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description, as well as pinned to the top of the chat also. American flag was behind me as I was walking down my escalator. It's still right there. You see it? The American flag is behind me. And I never thought that I'd be more patriotic than I am today. Because I know that every election cycle, it seems like the narrative is that we are fighting for the soul of the country. And it's the most important election. As a matter of fact, these last three elections, some 42, these last three elections, what people have been saying is that this is the most important election, every election. But I truly believe it, because I think that every single time, every 4 years, things become more interesting. The only time in my lifetime that I've seen things significantly improve since I've been able to vote is after Trump. That's it. And then it's almost like we went backwards. We went right back to the thing that we didn't like. And everybody is okay with that. And it's like we forgot where we came from. We forgot what was going on in 2008. We forgot how bad things used to be. And it's like we experienced a little bit of peace and a little bit of prosperity, and everybody lost their mind again. And I think that the war is more or less between, it's not even a class war at this point as far as the Democratic election. I think that the war, and there's a lot of people in this airport. Look at all of these people around me. It's a lot of people traveling. Maybe the numbers with regard to debt is not what I thought it was. Maybe everybody not broke. Maybe inflation didn't kick y'all ass over the last 3.5 years. I don't know. Maybe that's why everybody is even contemplating. Maybe that's why this is even a fight. Because it don't even seem like this should be a fight. It don't even seem like anybody in their right mind. There's no way that you should sit here and tell me that you're a part of the Democratic Party. Unless you're a part of the alphabet community, which even then, you'd have to have some serious marketing to you, because Republicans don't want to take away your rights to do what you want to do. We just don't want you pressing what your agenda is on our children. Do what you want to do inside of your bedroom. Cool. It ain't no law against getting busted down, but the point is why you got to push it into schools? Why you got to go overboard? It's silly, but that's the time that we live in. And so the war for the soul of this nation rages on, and you can't get tired. That's the key. You can't get tired because they not tired on that side, and it's almost like they don't even have to fight for it because we're indoctrinated into it. We're indoctrinated as, well, I know for me, based off of my family, I was indoctrinated into having to vote for the Democratic Party because I was black. And now somehow I gotta support women's rights, and it's more identity politics. Ain't y'all tired of that? Ain't that the very definition of racism? That you're forced to do something based off of the identity of somebody that can't even control that thing? You can control your character. You can control your policies. You can control how many people get into this country. I was looking at a video of Kamala Harris at the border, and I dropped it last night, and she was giving the same tired speech. And you know what's more disheartening? I'm gonna be 100% honest with you guys. You know what's more disheartening than anything is that when I talk to my family And I asked them. And it's not even like they don't watch my stuff, so it's not like they unfamiliar. But I asked my family, and I've had conversations, and I asked them, hey man, why y'all voting for Kamala Harris? It's the same bullshit. Trump literally saved the industry that some of my family is in. It's the reason why they're still operating out of prosperity. They don't know. They don't know. You know who the only people in my family that's making the adjustments? I'm not talking about the people that's in my household. I'm talking about the people that's in my, just family members in general. You know who the people that's in my household that's making or that's in my family that's making adjustments? The young people. The young people. My nephews, the 18 through 24s. They like Anton. I was talking to one of my nephews. He said, Anton, what do I do as far as the pressure that I'm getting from this person or my mom or my dad as far as them saying that, this and that and so on and so forth? I said, listen, man, that ain't your fight to fight. Keep your mouth closed and stay focused on what you got going on. If you think that this makes sense for you to vote for Trump, then you roll with that. Don't you get into that conversation. Don't you start being pressured by people to do something that you don't want to do. It's the young people. They're the only ones that's wise enough and smart enough, and it's almost like you got to let these people be. You got to lead these people where they at. Don't sit there and go back and forth with them. Don't sit there and argue with these people. Don't sit here and try to conversate with them, trying to convince them to do the thing that's in their best interest. Let them fail. Let them fail. I look at these cities. I look at the Chicagos. I look at New York. Chicago is suffering. Eric Adams, he went against the establishment. Man, if this ain't the very definition of interference, I don't know what is. Look, everybody balling. Everybody eating, everybody traveling, everything is full. All of the restaurants is popping. Is everybody getting to it, huh? Everybody getting money? All right. I guess it ain't no recession. I guess everything ain't all bad. I guess everything is cool, right? So just let everybody in. Let them take all of the jobs. Let's automate everything. Let's get everybody laid off. I'm with it. Just my thoughts, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, I love you. I appreciate you. I hope that the majority of y'all are not only informed, but that as you become informed, that you are inspired to vote. Make sure you tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description. Also, teach Henley 40% off your first order, plus 20% off for life. It's raining out here, and I'm glad that my flight ain't delayed. How's everybody doing in Florida? Come kick it with me at the live show. Let me know what y'all think inside of the comments. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna holler at y'all later. Peace.